You still not done what I asked. Why do I need you?
Did I ask Arthur Morgan?
Yeah. She bought a slave from Bullet Farm. A bedding.
Right. Where the fuck were we? Oh, it's all reduce, threaten his territory, isn't it? Oh, do I get any more jackets or anything like that? You get a big gun.
Better for himself.
I do love how it gets ridiculous. Now, apparently no one in the Wasteland has heard of a magazine, but here we are. Now that we've done that, head back here. Clear out all of Jeet's stuff before we get on to Gutgash's stuff. That way, when I do get to his place, I'll have a enormous amount of scrap. See, well, there's only one convoy I actually need to net here, and then I got to clear out the mines. Digging here, the voice is mostly recovered, but not willing to. No, I ain't got the water. Not willing to test it. I'm not going to be going for too long tonight. Hour and a half. The proper long paced test will be tomorrow. See if I still remember how the hell to play this thing. Oh, he's gonna explode, isn't it? There it is. It's a good job I dashed away when they did. So if I got away with calling Sasha Druid Wife, so I'm calling you a horseman. Explain yourself. I forgot I got the punching upgrade. This is now a joke. I seem to remember being able to carry the weapons with me. Game's too long. Oh yes, of course I've turned it off for bloody Overwatch, didn't I? Because I have to turn the you have to turn it down, or the computer volume up, otherwise you won't be able to hear anyone on disc. So I just turn the game volume down as a result. Called you a horseman in the most insulting way possible. Body's no good. Oh, it must have been a copy of another body then. In Mongolian. Generally, like, horseman in Mongolian is like one of 1,000 ways of saying that. I do wonder how you suddenly turned Mongolian, Dustin. Might as well refuel in the rare event that I ever run out. I actually have a full can right there, but. I don't know where Tavara is. Let me see if he's put something in the disc. No, I'm sure he'll be along. Soon the water riot. Don't know where you are. Hope you see this. Aw. You ain't never finding those people again. Here, do I go with this one? Fuck it. Who is this guy talking? Dunno. As I said, although I won't be going too long tonight. A, it's late, and B, I don't want to push the voice too far whilst it's still a little bit rickety. So, yeah. Hour and a half, maybe. As I do find it rather typical that, you know, I have a wave of enthusiasm for doing this, and that's when I get sick with laryngitis. Pisses me off. Oh my god, 40, shut up. Where the fuck is this convoy? As per my luck, it's the other side of the fucking map. Fancy, really. But to be fair, oh wait, no. They're going the other way around the. I thought they were going that way. It's not a fancy name, and that's a Spanish name. Unless you're saying that the Spaniards don't exist, much like the Finns. Thank you, chum. I couldn't have spotted that.
Their lead truck. It carries a great and powerful artifact on its hood. It'll serve us well to
And
wield such a mysterious force.
Take Justin. This is true.
Even the littlest ones are armored up.
Oh, really? I've since learned that you can just use the harpoon to just deal with the jumpers way ahead of time. This fact has been brought to you by common sense.
Ah, no! Buzzards come to kill too!
Well, hopefully they start on the Scrotus lot. And I'll remind you that Alaric is a name from D&D. I can't wait till I can just outrun these fuckers.
The red tank! The leader is exposed!
Get the grinding. God, I miss being able to grind shit to death. It's so much easier. Now that I've got this armor, I can actually stand up to them a bit. Give me the harpoon now.
Stomp it! It will tear that tire right off! In for the kill!
No, get out, get out. Because that. I wonder if that still counts as dead. Even though I died in the ensuing combat. Ulrich is the German version, is the most common name of it. Really? I suppose it's just how. It's not Ulrich, would it be, would it? Okay, it does count as dead, and I don't really care for the ornament because we already have the best ornament. Praise be the Rockstar.
You ain't the best.
Righty. I have a wasteland mission here. Oh, of course it's fucking G that wants it.
Bix commit to try kill us.
Looking to rule the Great White.
Yes, dickhead, what is it?
We know how to cook that powder, but we don't have the makings. We got coal, but sulfur, you gotta recon a source for that. And then, something that we can't mine, salty peat. Gotta farm that. Frozen pissing on corpses.
I mean, that works.
You gotta find Sulfur and Pete.
No. I bring you the prisoner. You get me ammo. That's the deal.
Take these! It's all I got. You need more, you get me more Sulfur and Pete.
I mean, the man makes sense.
My scouts report 2 sites of battle that might have bodies.
I'll mark anything I find with red flares.
Funny enough, that's all in Gut Gash's territory, so I find it funny that
Things are looking up. As long as they're blowing up.
that
Some of them big guns say there's a big chief for a prize.
like Jeet's gonna go into another warlord territory. Isn't that normally like grounds for war? Especially like ammo, like some of the most valuable shit on in the apocalypse, like materials to make ammunition. we know how to cook that. Ben, is he quarter skinned? I think it's only like that 1/4 of him that's missing.
Sure feels much safer outside now.
Well, I ain't even done yet. Right, let's grab the Dogue. Yes.
Let's go rummage, dog.
I think I found both of them. I did, yeah. So, that makes this a little bit easier. Actually, no idea. Well, you see, I am a clever man.
Become more the horizon.
Just 'cause you do us good, don't mean you good. Just so you know, I know.
I like
You know what else is good? English classes. Oh yeah. Remember, you're going into Tahiti. Yeah, that's why. By the way, that's kept me entertained. Oh God, that's kept me entertained for a while. Like the idea that Gut Gash is actually oh, you can actually pick up the ornament. Not that I have any interest to. Gut Gash is actually Arthur Morgan, and he's trying to fix the boat to get to Tahiti. I mean, to be fair, fucking cooking off black powder and inhaling what comes, inhaling the fumes is probably the closest thing these guys get to smoking. Well, I suppose they have plenty of gasoline to huff. Remember, anything's a ramp if you're brave enough. Excuse me while there you go. You're wondering, yes, I had to remember how the hell a gun works. Ooh. Come here, you. You look basically the same. I mean, right now, yeah. Also, I love the fact that, you know, the idea that Arthur Morgan doesn't have a beard is purely down to how often the player goes to the barber. Alright, now that we've got the armory at Jeet's place, we can actually use the gun a bit more frequently now. No, I've got 3 barrels and I can hold 5 shells, so if I need to, I can use it quite happily. Oh yeah. But yeah, come on, you're going to tell me that fucking Gut Gash is actually Dutch? Ooh. I guess that's an old basket. Oh, my Steam overlay is coming up for some reason. I'll have to adjust that. Yeah, let's see. I'm supposed to got everything. But I was in considerations, by the way, of putting some music, like fitting music, of course, but some music over Mad Max. Ooh, hello. Score. Over Mad Max because, you know, most of the time it hasn't got any amount of music. Store for stupid remorse. Yeah, I know it grows over time, but nobody ever goes to the barber. I'm gonna get in here. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna get in here, and there's gonna be no fuel. Gordon? Yeah, damn straight. Oh, piss. That was close. You ever try to pour fuel and accidentally set it on fire? Yeah, me too. I hope it respawns because otherwise I don't know how I'm getting this thing off the ground. Oh, it's already fueled. Because of course, it's me. The one time I think it's not fueled is the time it has tons of petrol. I mean, to be fair, one idea I had was one of my many buttons I have in front of me is purely devoted to playing a random section of the Doom soundtrack at any, so that I just have that on hand at any moment. Because sometimes it's necessary. Because sometimes, you know, the bloody rip and tear. Is it I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like Flesh and Rust or something. I don't remember of it, the name of it, but it's my new favourite piece. Because everybody likes BFG. Everyone likes BFG Division, but there's another one I just funny enough can't remember the bloody name of. I think it's most everything. Dry Gusty. Yeah, I wonder why they call that. 2 camps. 1, 2. Need 5 scarecrows. 1, 2, 3. Missing 2 of those. 2 snipers. 1 missing a sniper. The 1 convoy, and I'll find the minefields later. Best Doom song? What? Just from 2016 or both? Okay, so I'm missing 2. I'm missing a sniper and 2 scarecrows. Cool. Scarecrow and a sniper. Oop, no, out of there. Which means I'm only missing a scarecrow. Where are you? Come on. It's going to be like at my feet or something, isn't it? Am I being blind? I genuinely can't see this. Commander tunnel? Yeah, so there should be 5 scarecrows left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. Where the fuck is this thing? But yeah, I'll find the, because here's the thing, I'm split on funny enough, a favourite track from both. From the second one, it's like funny enough the opening title, fucking The Only Thing They Fear Is You. I fucking love that one. And then hold here, I'm just gonna go find out what the fucking name is. Because I don't think it's Rust and Blood, because I think there's another piece. Doom soundtrack. Where are you? Is it literally just called Rip and Tear? Yep, but you know, it is. So yeah, somewhere between Rip and Tear and The Only Thing They Fear Is You. Honestly, asking me to pick between those two is asking me to pick my favourite kid. Where the fuck is this other bloody scarecrow? I only already took one down. This is the thing about The Only Thing They Fear Is You. The breakdown is so crunchy, it's incredible. Like, especially at the end where it devolves into just people chanting Rip and Tear, it's just chef's kiss. You can't get much better than that. However, I feel like Rip and Tear is more just, you know, it's the More the brute noise of it. Where the I generally can't find this thing. Yeah, fuck it. I'll find out. Oh, I found the ascend button. Look how high I can send this bitch. Okay, let's be real. Where the fuck was this thing likely going to be? It's 4 there. I can only guess that the one I took down was here. Meaning it should be somewhere along here or down there. And I'm looking in this direction now. Means it's not there. What is that? I guess I'll find out. That's all the rings. Oh, I see. Yeah, Isengard thing's pretty mad. But here's the thing, like, I got favourites on both sides, like, for both like good and evil. Like evil, it's definitely the Isengard theme. It fucking has to be. Otherwise, good. It's probably the Gondor theme. I love that thing to bits. Fucking love the Gondor theme, especially because it has both the soft and hard elements. It's like when you listen to it, funny enough, you hear it for like the first time when Boromir speaks in the Council of Elrond. Like it gives you like the lone French horn. I fucking love that.
Here it comes, a mighty duster!
And then obviously when you hit Minas Tirith and all that, you get the full overture of it. I again love that. And then there's like the Rohirrim theme, like obviously. You show me a man who doesn't get absolutely fucking poggers, just to use the Twitch term, at the Rohirrim charge, and I'll show you a liar.
See the blue? Blue means water.
You know shit. And to answer your question, Justin, oh, which one would be your favourite? You say it's not hard. I know you, somewhat. Not sure. Sauron's theme. I'm trying to remember Sauron's theme. I thought the Sauron's theme was just it's more a evolution of the Isengard theme. Oh, fucker. I'm gonna say that worked. And that's what you get for making a fool of me. Pretty much a universal meanie theme. Yeah, it is, yeah. Personally, I love how industrial it is, and obviously that was a big point of the books about how. I mean, Tolkien was many things, but most definitely he was anti-industrialist. You know, he fucking hated it with good reason, but yeah, he fucking hated it. Yeah, I love the pounding of. Oh, cool. The pounding of the hammers, like the industrial way it progresses. I fucking loved it. I know to be fair, the Rohan theme is pretty cool if you're into particularly medieval England, but medieval Europe, particularly the northern side of it. Yes, Bill? Oh, to make an official guess, I'm gonna go left field and say it's the Shire theme. Yeah, precisely, like, because obviously the way that the evil does war is highly industrial. Whereas, obviously, good don't tend to do so and have to be prompted into war. But no, I'm way into Gondor. Gondor is definitely my favourite faction in all of bloody Lord of the Rings. Just love it to bits. I thought... Oh, yeah, because of course. Let's say, I was going to... I decided to go out of left field just to make sure that, you know, account for the possibility that you're actually like some like agrarian like country boy. Well, let's get that long shot. Which button was it again? Yeah, there it is. Where is he? Oh, there he is. That sounds like a tower that's still shooting fire. Yeah, there's two of them here. What do you know? Right, don't stop when they're buffed, otherwise they will just rip you apart. Well, that's why saying Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. We both ignored the Hobbit. Yeah, with good reason. I mean, me and the missus watched them a little while ago because Sash said she hadn't watched them. And, you know, we've known that I don't exactly approve of them. And we sat down, we watched them. I would say they were definitely better than I remember them being. Having said that, I'm still not their biggest fan. The Hobbit. Remember when we watched those? Like, I remember making my opinion known that, you know, that it's not quite the same level of fantasy, but having said that, obviously the
Let me do my stuff.
The Hobbit was a kid's book, so it's always going to have that slightly lighter-hearted element of fantasy. I don't know, what did you think? For the record, you enjoyed it? Yeah, they definitely weren't bad. I don't want to give that impression that I fucking despise them and everything they do, and I think Pete Jackson has betrayed his original like vision and that of Tolkien. I'm not going to say that, but the film definitely, obviously, it wasn't as good as the Lord of the Rings, but you know, obviously, I'm a Lord of the Rings stan, so what do you expect? Yeah. Convenient ramp. Really, this is all the fortification to this camp. Just a slightly locked door. Oh, shit. I thought I was clever. I was evidently wrong. Oh yeah, that's right. Stank Gum's a lot of fucking high on all manner of shit. Personally, I like to think they're the Slaaneshi element of this Warlord's crazy cultist lot. Keep going for the heavy smashes, and I really shouldn't. And I have to remember that, you know, timing the parries as well does a lot more damage. Did you just call me a shit? Did you just call me a shit fuck? Evidently, Stank Gum's watch lots of YouTube. That's why they have the mental age of a 5-year-old. Righty. The door here, don't imagine it goes too far. And like, one, as I say, like, I definitely enjoy Lord of the Rings way more than The Hobbit. Having said that, I did enjoy The Hobbit, especially on the second time round when I gave it another chance. So yeah, I say there were a couple, especially because like I don't get why it was in. Okay, I do and I don't get why it was in the film. But especially like the Battle of Five Armies. You know, when judged on its own merits, it was pretty pog. Actually, it was pretty cool. Especially like the particular moment that I took away from it was the Dwarven legions when they turn to face the orcs, and then the elves jump over them and leap off the shields. I thought that was just a really cool shot. I was like, and I continue to point at it and say, "See, combined arms, it works, even in fantasy." Oh, cool. 4 of those to find. Let's see if I can whack them all before the Warcar gets done. Come on, keep punching. The same level. I said same type. Fucking hell. Stop distracting me, Justin. I'm getting beaten up by whatever the fuck these guys are supposed to be. I didn't say same level. I said same. It's more same kind. You know what I mean? I think obviously Lord of the Rings was slightly, I say darker. I mean, just honestly more adult. Oh yeah, it's because place was finished, the cry disappeared. I mean, it's just obviously it was lighter, slightly more light-hearted fantasy than Lord of the Rings was, which obviously makes sense. As I said, it was a kid's book first, so. Oh. What's up? It's your boy, fucking blind. That's it. I think there were just two different kinds of fantasy, and I much enjoyed like the high fantasy, low magic of Lord of the Rings more than I did the. Obviously, it's still high fantasy, but it's more like journey based, I suppose. Like, basically, I didn't like the whole company of like dwarves thing. I wasn't too big a fan of that. As just like a premise. Having said that, I get why it's there. The story with Thorin is still really cool. I still really like a lot of the characters. You know what I mean? I just much prefer Lord of the Rings. It's just my personal preface. Smaug's yes, true. Smaug is fairly dark, but you know, to be fair, I feel like they toned him up. These sorts of things are like, they make more sense, especially when you A, see them in film, B, see them as an adult. I mean, with Smaug just fucking wasting Lake Town, like, I really appreciate just how like bloodthirsty and horrid that is. Until you A, saw it in film, and B, appreciate what the fuck that actually entails. Especially with like the fucking refugee crisis that the people of Lake Town go through afterwards, like holy shit. Oop, hello. One thing that happened in Erebor, cool. Which one do you mean? I mean the whole, like, Thorin going fucking crazy. Because, like, I feel like they portrayed it a lot more, like, sinisterly, that's the word, in the film than they did in the book. Because in the book it's literally just, oh yeah, Thorin's going mad with wealth. Which was kind of like the whole overture of The Hobbit, you know? How wealth and greed corrupt men. Yeah. Even his portrayal of like Thranduil, who's like goodly and elven and supposedly like supposed to be above all that shit, is still massively greedy and xenophobic as a result. Just because like he has power, he has wealth, and as a result is more inclined to act in self-interest than, you know, for the good of everyone. You dug too deep. He didn't even dig. No matter. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, I think they try to reflect a lot more of like Frodo in the Ring and how they portrayed all of that to Thorin and the Arkenstone. I get why they would do that, but I don't know. I guess it just rings different seeing it than having read it, you know? Point is, I wasn't too big a fan of the Hobbit. Having said that, I still rather liked it. They're like on the... We're doing this again. We're fucking scouring the outside of this plate. Not sure what throwing up your arms was supposed to do though. Right, yeah. Smaug actually comes out the mountain and picks off people. Really? As I did not know. I suppose he was like playing into the whole like dragons like maidens and shit like that sort of thing. Right, so I don't remember this particular structure having an underground, but it's probably up high somewhere. Yeah, see, blended into this stack. Although I think this whole thing's a submarine. Yeah, it definitely is. Pushing a little too far in the villain role? Yeah. That's what I mean. He does go that way, but he is wrestled from it because, obviously, Tolkien, I don't know if idolizes is the right word, but he obviously bases his goodly characters around the hobbits because they're completely untainted by things like money, greed, power, because they're entirely earthly beings, like have no desire for such things. And obviously Thorin being a dwarf and thus more likely to fall prey to that sort of shit is pulled out by Bilbo, our hobbit, who's just simple and has, you know, friendship and all that bollocks. In the attack on Erebor, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and yet in the films they portray like, you know, Lake Town, like Dale is completely fucking abandoned and completely destroyed. You know? Like, to the point where they have to like recolonize the city, you know, where in reality it was just a skeleton of its former self, you know.
Here they come. The roadkill
Obviously,
scum.
but to go as crazy as you did, no, it's not quite as like, I shouldn't say like as like, again, perhaps venomous is too strong a word, but as like extremely that than I am, but it's not quite like Daenerys bad, where it's just coin flip, suddenly she's evil, you know. And as I said before, I was fine with Daenerys being evil. I honestly expected it to happen at some point. But, don't mind me, I'm just checking through everything. Oh yeah, the harpoon, right. 900, eesh.
Oh, it's one of Scrotus's convoys.
I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going to knock out all of this. Just so I don't have to worry about spending more scrap on it. I don't even know what I'm buying at this point. Wall finisher, reversal. Reversal move that disarms the armed attacker with a perfect parry. Cool. Melee weapon execution. That sounds fun. You know what's like return? Yeah, it was. Like I say, I'm not going to say it was like Daenerys levels bad of suddenly she's evil, but you know, I certainly didn't appreciate just, you know, I don't like coin flip suddenly evil villains, you know. But if people are going to go evil, please put a bit more into that. And I feel like Thorin, definitely they put more into it than say Daenerys. But, you know, I feel like they pushed him a bit too far, as you say.
Forget not the grand mojo what sits on the hood.
But I'm killing this thing for completion.
Watch out! Turn his line of fire!
Yeah, I have plenty of shells now, so I'm just going to hold. I'm going to do that.
It'll shred us for sure!
Yeah, like Smaug. Yeah, Smaug is actually supposed to be like fucking huge. And to be fair, even in the books, like Daenerys' dragons were supposed to be bigger, but I guess they had like budgetary constraints in the show. Smaug's wing. Yeah, this is the, I mean, like, they were a bit silly small in the end, and to be fair, when I heard that they'd cast fucking beachfront cucumber patch as Smaug, I was a bit dubious, I won't lie. But I personally think, like, after having watched it, yeah, it was a really good voice for Smaug, and though he didn't need to mocap and voice all of his lines like that, Smaug is like the H-44 of dragons. Well, again, if you're gonna delve into the extended lore, I say extended, I mean book lore of of Lord of the Rings. You know, we're going to start talking about, I can't remember its name, but the and I say the dragon that fucking Morgoth's dragon that was like as big as a fucking mountain, and that's not an exaggeration. He genuinely was the size of a fucking mountain. You know what I mean? Like, literally, the guy like roosted in mountain ranges. Like, and by in mountain ranges, I mean like fully, like, made a crater and made it his house. Yeah, literally, God had to come in and murder the guy. So I can't remember his name, but yeah. But you know, to be fair though, I believe he was like the only dragon of his type and size. Oh, now you're gonna stop and get out. Oh, cool. There's a storm. I do believe I've got a strong enough car to handle this now, so... Literally, like, this dragon that he's on about is literally like... You know how the Japanese... Yeah, something like that. You know how the Japanese had that, the blueprint for, like, the, floating fortress? Oh, yeah, this is gonna get loud real fast. Like, it's like that of dragons, you know? It's like, it's silly big how big this fucking thing was. Gonna do that ahead of time. Upgrade armor for both Max and the Magnum Opus. Yeah, I bet. But, you know, car now strong enough to withstand storm. I'm gonna get me some loot. I say it's like this. This dragon was silly big. Like, literally, it's like a child. Imagine how big this fucking dragon was. Big. I seriously gotta get his other side as well. What's that dealt with? Ooh, those are like buzzards. I'm gonna be somewhere else. Defeat 3 enemy vehicles in a storm. It's gonna keep crashing into it, I think. There we go.
Get him right. Wait here.
Gonna see if I can quickly get some water in the middle of this storm. Oh, fucking hell. Just keep an eye out for the debris and quickly grab all the shit. Oh, I love the debris that's so small that I can't fucking see it. Yeah, and Calagon, yeah. He is, like I say, he was a little bit, I'll say childish, just how big this fucking dragon was. But, yeah. It's like the kind of size that makes you feel like use the harpoon to hold on to mother loot boxes. Or do I have to actually get out and collect it, do I? Oh, break it open, right. And I was like, I know, it was like Morgoth was pretty stupid. Oh, fucking hell. If I can get to a bit of cover. Might be able to down some water. I think the car got hit by something big. Balrogs are his offspring? Really? I heard different.
Need water.
Get in the car, man. Right, fine. So I just have to hide in this alcove. I don't remember him making the Balrogs. I seem to remember him like finding them and I think enslaving them. But I don't remember him literally creating them. No, I'm not saying stupid as in strategically stupid. I'm saying stupid as in it's like to the point of ridiculousness is the size of these things. I don't want to get hung up on one particular piece of debris. No, give me the... It's... Even like one mother loot box, it's fucking... It's like super worth it. If you can get it. There was one more, but I think it's blown away. I'll just keep going. I'm not saying stupid as in strategically stupid. I'm saying stupid as in it's just to the point of hilarity was how fucking powerful this thing was. Now, how the hell do I get up onto that rock? I don't think I do. Imagine I but join Melkor. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Oh, cool.
Just say so.
Made out the storm, so if I can pull this down from the rock. And now just go kick it. And so I seem to remember the Balrogs not being created. They were like negotiated effectively. Kind of like I imagine it was like Gangrels, where like Morgoth literally went up to him and was like, literally like punched the biggest one, and as a result they made him their leader. There's one more box which base contain 300 scrap, but because of Volition I get a bit extra, so it actually contains 450 each. So storms are actually like really good. Painful, but really good. Bar shot him with the black arrow. Yeah, I think the story goes that it was the exact spot that his dad weakened with the black arrow many years ago. At least that's the story I remember, as I remember it. Like the joke being that it's like a million to one shot, and of course Bard makes it because he's got protagonist name. Cool. That was a shitload of money. Can't do anything for Max with it except for more moves, unfortunately. Or actually, whilst I have the cash for it, get the bigger harpoon. And of course, this upgrade is nowhere near as expensive. Unarmored tires and fortified structures. Cool. Now my harpoon is getting fairly silly. Let's keep clearing the place out. I suppose was the only one not covered in gold. No, yeah. I love that idea. Dragons armor themselves with their own hordes. Let's go get the sniper. To be fair, I might be able to hit from here. Can I outsnipe the bitch? Well, first I gotta be able to see him. Which I can't. Iron stash now. Yeah. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, as I say, like, I did enjoy how they did Smaug in Hobbit. I really, really did like it. Diamond armor is accurate. Yeah, and a dragon's probably the only creature magical / strong enough. There he is. Fucking hell. Not strong enough to actually be able to pull that kind of shit off. Score. Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll circle all the way around and get this transfer tank. We should redo gold though. Yeah.
Here come.
I do remember the like another scene from one of the Hobbit movies I actually did really like was the whole scene where they trap Smaug and dip him in his own gold. I thought that was like how that looked and how that whole thing played out was just fucking stellar. Because I remember them saying like it kind of like harkened back to what they wanted to do with the with the drowned Balrog, because I remember in the Lord of the Rings appendices, they said they really wanted to do the scene where you know the Balrog comes out of the water after, like in the start of film 2 where Gandalf wrestles it all the way down to the bottom of the like underground lake. And hang on, I'm gonna see if I can't start on this guy. That's one way to kill a sniper. Yeah, I remember them saying like they really, really, really wanted to do the drowned Balrog scene where like the Balrog comes out of the lake and like, it's all extinguished and it's all skeletal and you can see all of its structure, and how they basically cut that largely for budgetary reasons, apparently, according to Peter Jackson himself. And I think that was a real shame, and I feel like them doing Golden Smaug with like all the liquid like dynamics that had to come off of that and all that. I imagine that's like them kind of like paying homage to it again. Actually, someone's dug by creatures Gandalf dead, not name. Oh yeah, I have a feeling that like Tolkien got like trapped in a cave as a young boy or something like that, because he seems to have something really against underground tunnels and creatures and stuff. Yeah, I get it, shit's dark, but it seems like everything evil is like lives way the fuck underground.
I'm cast out from Balefire. Their leader, Jeet, judged me and found me wanting.
Really?
No fighting spirit left. Too broken and old for their battles against the hordes of Gastown.
Old?
So
oh, so you've made it past 20.
Help me with this loot and split it, or corpse me and take it all.
So do I get... Oh, I can kill her and get a bunch more. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, let's see. I can't get anything else for the car, I don't think. And let's see if my... I think it's all Sand King now, isn't it? No, that one's Wheeler Dealer. And yeah, I don't get that until Deathwalker, so yeah, it's... Might as well save it. Then beef the car when the time comes. I do apologise, not 100% recuperated just yet. How much I may have been one of them. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, you could make the idea that, you know, if the Watcher was in any way acidic in its being, you could make the claim that I'm gonna have to jump onto it, aren't I? That once upon a time, when those caves were flooded, he might have like travelled through there so much he might have like etched it. A bit like how like Shelob etched her bloody caves. Boom. Oh yeah. I just remember when I was a young boy. I was gonna see number 3 for the longest time. Because apparently, I think it was an auntie of mine had gotten like the special edition first out of all of us. And we're gonna go over. I'm gonna see Return of the King, and I remember being fucking apoplectic at my cousin because she refused to watch it because she was so petrified of Shelob that even the mere sound or presence of it was enough to like send her into full-blown panic mode. And as a result, when we went over, I didn't get to see it that night. And I swear to God, it's the closest I've ever come to like violently assaulting my cousin. Because I cannot explain to you how much like 8-year-old Bill wanted to see this film. It was going to be like the crowning achievement of my entire childhood. That's how ready for it I was. Is that everything? Or no, there's a bloody sniper up there.
This is bad.
Really? Really? Was that sniper have fucking plot armor or something? Here, I'll be back for you. I do like how they're using gravity to keep the snipers perch up. If you keep pointing your car in different directions, you throw off the tower's aim. Oh, he sniped me out of his car. Oh, my car. Fucking hell. I may have to shake that sniper's hand right before I drive a shotgun shell into his mouth. I forget that the, as soon as the camp gets alerted, the snipers suddenly, have, like, go from bolt-action rifles to,
Do not tangle with Chuman the Saint.
there's a bad name in there somewhere. Go from, like, bolt-action rifles to, like, Barrett 50 cals that are, like, that have, like, machine-assisted aiming.
This is bad.
So, shall we follow this, pipe? Mostly because it's right there.
Keep an eye out. No surprise.
Cthulhu. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, even if I remember, I think most writers of the time, even Tolkien, took inspiration from Lovecraft's work because, you know, it was the first real, like, existential horror, I think, that was written, at least that became widely available, you know? I don't know, like, we shit on it now, but no, for the time it was fairly, like, revolutionary in terms of A, thought, B, like, style of writing. And yeah, like, when you first, like, try to come up with a concept, like, yeah, it's fucking terrifying, the idea that there's things out there that mankind doesn't even come close to, you know? Things that, you know, creatures so powerful that mankind is literally just, like, not even ants, not even worth the mud upon in which it writhes, you know? It's the first, like, it's a weird concept, especially considering at the time humanity was very much high on its own farts with, like, you know, like the Industrial Revolution and the like height of empire and all that stuff. Humanity was busy thinking it could literally do whatever it wanted with the power of machinery. You just come at me with a knife, you fool! You've made one of the classic blunders. You came at an Englishman with a knife. I think, like, for the time, like, it really did, I think revolutionise is a bit of a strong word, but I think it did a lot for writing and, like, how literature is done and how, like, especially, like, horror literature was done. But yeah, as you say, it even holds up to this day. Yeah, exactly. Like, we shit on it now because obviously we've had years to comprehend mankind's place in the universe, and we've already realised, even through science, that we're not such hot shit anymore. Especially if you consider the size and scale of the universe. But you know, even now, like, comprehending it still, you know, sends a chill down the spine. I think that's a testament to the guy's writing, and I heartily believe in separating the art from the artist, you know? The guy was a, like, horrific racist, but, you know, that doesn't besmirch his work any. I still think he was one of the better writers of the time. Certainly one of the more long-lived. He was a British supremacist? Oh yeah, like, mega. Well, he was the kind of British supremacist that I can't get behind because, you know, massive racist, but, you know, let's say, separate art from the artist. So the presence of a can here would imply the presence of That was entirely too merciful. Oh, I just gotta get through here, huh? There's a relic there. I have a feeling this place is like a bit of a maze. Nah, it seems to be intentionally constructed to be a bit confusing and disorientating. I think I already went through there. I am worried. Oh, he's gone to read up on Lovecraftian lore, so he can come in and fact bomb us. Ugh. I'm gonna put real effort into making sure my voice doesn't go flat because it really wants to. Where he reads up on the ancient horrors of Moria. Yeah. I mean, let's say it's one of those universes, the whole Tolkien verse as it's becoming known. Like, it's one of those universes that, because Tolkien never finished it, it's just like very easy to expand upon. And the thing is, I know I much prefer it this way. Like, I know how like famously discriminatory the Tolkien Foundation is with anybody who wants to contribute to their universe. I mean, they are just like super discriminatory about who they want and how they're doing it, and if it's true to Tolkien's original vision, like anyone could know that. And I mean, like, the guy's writing style had like such a unique basis, like from like agrarian roots to like being forced into World War One, like his life that came after, and all that and the other. Like the university worlds he came from, like, as bad as we think uni culture is now, I'm betting was a billion times worse back in the day. Give him the stab. There it is. Let's remember when they're empowered like this, they gotta be on top of the parries because they get a lot more aggressive. Like that, for example. Come here, you. Squitch. What's up, boyo? I'll never get over how they just awkwardly hang there. Oh well. I wonder why he explodes. I get that he's got like an engine on his back, but is it like filled with like nitroglycerin or something? And so does his cat's name. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Let's just say H.P. Lovecraft's cat had a, shall we say, interesting name that if I were to say it, would most definitely get me banned off the platform. Ooh. But as I said previous, the guy was a humongous racist, and hello. Gunny saw this. Might be a good place to lay low if the road's locked southbound. Just west of Bolton Bend Turnpike. Yeah.
That'd be the first place I'd look.
Yeah. I can tell you how long ago that was because, you know, grass. Unrecognized command. What are you doing, Justin? You've begun to worry me. Probably a mix of everything. This is true. War boys are a explosive mix of basically anything and everything you can imagine. Although to be fair, like I remember seeing that scene for the first time where the war boy goes up to a Mortan Joe and is like, "I can do this thing," and Mortan Joe just sprays his mouth. I see. Again, just in like when you start doing tech stuff, it worries me. Don't get down with you. Yeah, like I say, like. He was such an incredible racist that when he got a black cat, he named that black cat precisely what you think a racist would name it. I say, like, the guy. I say he really is the guy you have to separate art from artists with, because if you don't, like, you'll never anything to do with Lovecraft will disgust you. So. Right, so what am I lacking from this camp? Oh, where the fuck am I? 2 insignias and a piss load of scrap. This would imply that I've not been somewhere. I say, this camp is built huge. Like, it's really hard to keep your bearings. Right, so that's like the main entrance. Which I don't think I'll... Okay, I did. All about tech? All about tech support, however. Well, yeah. As I have found, the two are often not one and the same. Yeah, I mean, it kind of had to be, right? Right. It'll be like a... I think it's actually, it'll be out front. It'll be like a freight crate that I can open. No, because they often don't show it. Like right here, for example. No. That's the way in. I think I can crawl through that. Because often they'll have like a secret entrance or something, but not here. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like even to him, that cat's name had to be a joke, you know? Like, obviously, humor's evolved somewhat since, like, I remember a guy I knew who thought that cats should not have human names, and to give a cat a human name is creepy as hell. So, when he was going to get a cat, he claimed that he was going to name it Egg. Because he thought that was terribly funny. Nothing. I think it's just fuel in here. Whether that's prime placement for an insignia, but apparently not. And then, I mean, having said that, I do remember once when my mother likes cats and often ruminates on getting new ones, and thus always has the what shall we call it conversation going. I remember a previous cat we got, and we were going through really cool names and all that sort of stuff, but the name she landed on was Dave. Literally, like D-A-V-E. That was the cat's name. I get the impression he didn't like that very much, because the cat was an asshole. Literally, like, one of the most bellicose, anti-cuddly cats I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. And then it turned out that, like, it was a tiny-ass kitten. I don't get how this works. It was literally the smallest kitten of its litter. Like, it was weak and runtish. And then it turns out to be, like, the most hench cat I've ever known. Literally, Dave was huge. Like, literally, like, I remember... We thought he was fat, right? Either fat or like fluffy, because this cat was fluffy as hell. But I remember we took him to the vet and got him shaved. If you wonder, I'm just running around trying to find the ways into scrap. Like, we got him shaved, and we learned that all that mass, because the cat was like approaching a stone in weight, like it's huge. That mass is muscle. Like, the cat had defined muscles. Literally, when it moved, it flexed. Like, literally. I got fucking Bro Sidon as a cat. I feel like this cat could bench press me. That's how bloody fucking hench this cat was. We later learned that the cat was being a boy cat. It had a huge territory, and it was going to multiple people's houses for food, including but not limited to the dickhead neighbour across the street, who would continually give it food anytime it rocked up. And that cat rocked up to that house at least 3 times a day. Yes. What, Dave?
Yeah.
You sure it was Dave?
Yeah.
Sure you're not thinking of... Yeah. No, well, I guess the cat liked you then. Because it didn't... Well, he fucking didn't like us. Holy shit, that cat was an asshole. Like we didn't do nothing to it either. Like, fucking... The cat was just a dick. Well, I don't know what it is with animals, and I'm not going to give it the whole spiel of, oh, animals are brilliant judges of character because they're fucking animals. But, you know, like, I have it often, like, I hate dogs, but dogs seem to like me. And I don't get that per se. Like, I'm often super guarded around dogs. Like, they're loud, they're boorish. I don't like them, but they like me. Like, they'll walk up to me. Like dogs that traditionally like don't let anyone go near them. Typically, like, Jesus Christ. Yes. Where the fuck is this entrance? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a picture.
Oh, I guess the cat, through some miracle, decided it liked you.
It happens quite often, actually.
Hmm.
In Sapphire, I was near.
Not sure what the game was with that cat then. Hang on, I'm being shouted at. Go down the crevice to that container. So it'll be up and... Nope, not that one, that one. Who's Dave Davis Cato?
It's just a wild bit.
Oh. But, yeah. I said the cat was fluffy as hell, so... Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's just there. Yeah, I was looking for an entrance or something I could crowbar open, but oh well. How much is this? I'm still missing 3 bits of scrap and an insignia. Blood pressure. I'm sorry, you got me rambling, and when I ramble, my bloody IQ goes down at least 100 points. So again, doggos don't mind me. I just personally don't like dogs. Having said that, I do get on with big dogs much better than I get on with small dogs. It's like, in this humble observer's opinion, small dogs are literally like shreds of the devil. I hate them. Like, they're small, loud, attention fucking deficient. Like, I'll never leave you the fuck alone. Wait, it's not asking me to drop that tank. Right. Yeah, exactly, like chihuahuas and the like tiny ass dogs that are just yap all day long. I fucking despise them. Especially when there's a fucking horde of them, because some people like to hoard dogs apparently. Right, there must be an area I've overlooked or haven't seen or something, because I'm missing an insignia and 3 bits of scrap. Yeah, I get that they're just naturally scared of anything because they're just small. Obviously, it's an entire type of a species that has small man syndrome. But I swear I just saw a ladder. I'm fucking losing it. But yeah. Right, yeah, big and medium dog. Yeah, I'm saying big to medium dogs. Yeah, as I say, I can get on with those. Like, even if they don't like me initially, like, they seem to come around to me. And I mean, like, it's just small dogs. They hate me eternally, and I can't fucking stand them. So, yeah, they can honestly suck a railroad spike. I fucking hate small dogs. You know, generally it's like golden retrievers best. Yeah, I mean they're cuddly, not so huge they bowl you over when they want to cuddle, but not so small that they're fucking annoying. I am missing something. Well, I can't be fucked to look for Andrew. That's everything but the minefields in this region. Then let's go south. So we're gonna get a dog when we finally move into our own place. Yeah, retrievers are chill. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, Sash, we gotta have a talk about this whole constantly contradicting me thing. I literally just said that they were chill, to which your instant response is no. Okay, you need to preface that with, we're not getting one, not just no. Please explain your point, not just a one-word answer. Speaking privileges are revoked.
Are you away on one of your long journeys inside?
I'm not saying that we should get one. I'm just making a point on their temperament. So I have been told. However, I have found that to be the case with most dogs. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're going to get a dog when we move into our own place. We're umming and ahhing about the specific... Yes.
The crow is near if you're looking to do a death.
How, like,
Death
what dog we
runners.
get will often,
Good hunter.
like, be determined on what we see in the shelter at the time. Know what I mean?
Go for the red tank! The red tank!
Of course, like, Ruskies are pretty cool. I'm trying to concentrate on driving, chat, and having a conversation. It's not going well.
Slinger, hit the gravel!
You're asking me? I don't know where the dog shelters are. No, and to be fair, they don't tend to advertise themselves. Yeah, I knew of a collie who was super cuddly. If you cuddled him, he would basically walk up to your legs, lean against you, collapse all like 15 kilograms onto your feet. Yeah, honestly, I knew dogs like that. Yeah. Ooh, yay. Last time I've seen many golden retrievers, and they're the happiest and most chill shit on the planet. Yeah. It's got to be like round here. It's not here. Not a case of shoot down the thing. There must be another way up this thing. And so Tash has her breeds that she would like to hand. I personally haven't looked into it because I don't really know enough about dogs to have an opinion. Is it literally I just shoot this down? I can, but I can't jump and grab the ladder. Oh yeah, that's it. My general stipulation was nothing small, otherwise I'm going to be fine with it. Because as for reasons I just got done elaborating on, I can't stand small dogs. Oh yeah. As I wouldn't mind. Oh, fucking hell. I wouldn't mind having a big dog, to be honest. I mean, yeah, they're big and unwieldy, and you'll often have to train them. Otherwise, they can be a little bit dangerous if you let them get a bit too rowdy, particularly with small children. But honestly, it's not too big of an issue for me. And the internet loves dogs, so I'll absolutely weaponize it. As Huskies are cool. I mean, they definitely look cool, but I've heard they're absolute divas. Yeah. To be fair, Chloe's dog seems to be a special case in the fact that it's a fucking princess. And I largely blame her for that. Because, you see, she has this habit of spoiling things that she likes. A la her children. But, I gotta press the button down here, haven't I? Yeah. Should bring it down. Especially a Pomeranian who was scary with me. I assume this thing is probably fueled. Yep. Well, I'm not saying that all. Obviously, this is all in general speaking. Like, not all small dogs are bastards. As a general rule of thumb, they are generally bastards. I mean, especially, I found this with dogs. The braver they get, the more of a cunt they are. So, getting multiple generally considered a bad plan. Know what I mean? Well, because dogs are pack animals, right?
Yeah.
The more of them there are, the braver they're going to be. Yes. Why not?
I have.
Yeah. And I bet that was a much larger challenge than it would have been if they were on their own. So that's the 2 camps. I need 3 scarecrows. 1, 2. I find that obviously dogs being pack animals, they can get brave when there's lots of them. So don't get lots of them. I think this is particularly amplified when you're dealing with small dogs because small dogs have an inferiority complex anyway. Know what I mean? There is a particular cadre of dogs I have in mind when describing this. Yeah, I know. I mean, to be fair, the cats are their own breed, obviously. Like, you just expect cats to be pricks in some manner. Even our cat, who is the sloppiest, most fluffy, literally, docile, non-aggressive. I could literally, like, move her around as if she was silly putty in my hands and she wouldn't care. Is a prick. Because it has absolutely no comprehension of personal space. Whatsoever. Literally, she does have abandonment issues. You're through the door, she's immediately trying to climb on you. Like, you try to go to bed, she's sleeping on your head. Like, she's pulling your hair, she's like clawing your back. Literally, like, she'll do the whole pad thing on bare skin. That's how much of a cunt she is. Most cats I know don't do that. They figured it out that humans don't like it. She don't care. I've literally thrown her across the room hundreds of times because she's done that. Because funny enough, Billy no like it when little knives go into his chest. And she hasn't figured that out. She is just a prick. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. I say, cats, you just expect them to be pricks. You know what I mean? They're just pricks. All cats are pricks. Having said that, they're cuddly and they're low maintenance. So, you take what you can get. As opposed to dogs, who are generally nice and very companion-like, but are extremely high maintenance. It comes down to what you like. You know what I mean? Anyway. I'm just catching up on chat real quick. Within the 3 others. Yeah, it's like cats are like that. Like, I remember, was it Trixie who came into Mum's house when we had just brought Sapphire home? I'm trying to remember. I seem to remember it being. It might have been Bibby, actually, my very old cat, when we brought Sapphire in, and she immediately went under the table and just holed up, just dug in under the table and was just yowling the entire time. Yeah. To be fair, Bibby was a prick. Sapphire has abandonment issues. Bibby had abuse issues. Apparently, she used to live with some guy in Wales, and that guy was a total prick to him, and to her. And as a result, she just had this temperament of I'm a prick. Yeah, apparently Bibby didn't have it much better. Bibby didn't have a great start to life, hence why Nan rescued her and brought her to us. When she was with us, she was brilliant. Yeah, toward the end, because Bibby lived to be like 23, I think. I mean, but she was a prick, man. Like, that cat. Well, she didn't like Steve because she didn't like men. I mean, that was the principal aim of her hatred. She didn't like men. This one, whereas Sapphire has abandonment issues, this one just hated them. She was far more aggressive with her issues, to the point where she would quite happily, and did numerous times, stare down dogs. Like, dogs would be barking and charging at her, and she wouldn't shift. She'd be staring at them. If the dog just got a little bit too close, she scratched its eye out. Yeah. Well, this is the thing with dogs. Like, I don't get. Okay, I do get the concept of going for a run with the dogs. Having said that, I feel like it's a far greater endeavor than people make it sound. I'm going to run with my dogs. You mean you're going to run with the things that are A, on leashes, B, have very, very easily distracted temperaments, and C, especially when outside, are highly excitable. Yeah, this is going to go well. Anyway. I'm just catching up with the chat now. Shut up. His eyes and he's seen the 3 cats. I know when I get to bed, it'll be like get with the dog operating system. But this is the thing, right? Like, a lot of people have been after the idea of domesticated foxes because they kind of are a halfway house between the two. They say like cat's exterior with a dog operating system. Because, you know, They are, I believe they are like of the canine family, foxes. Like they definitely have more in common with dogs than they do most other things. So yeah, I mean, there's been a long project to domesticate foxes, you know. I personally think it'd be a really cool kind of like pet animal, but I think obviously where they're so connected, I know, but not widely. I say that. Yes, they are beginning to get foxes that are fully domesticated. However, they are many years away from being able to do it on a large scale, you know? Oh, damn. I'm not used to having a car this small, still. Most of the time I'm driving what is effectively a glorified tank. But I can pull off tyres now, can't I? And just stop them right there. Ooh, that's a wall. Note yourself, look where you're going. So you'll be done? Yeah, I'll say I know they have done it. It's just it seems to be an effort. I don't know if it's down to like their natural temperament or what, but then I'm gonna have to wait for him to fix that. I need them going to stay. Ooh. Of course, I had to get rammed and break down right next to the fucking snipers.
You want to hurry up?
What's down here? They. Not one of them's definitely can see me.
She's healed.
Eagle better, eagle best pet. I mean, if it were legal. I'll show myself out. But I want to take out these fucking snipers who are suddenly Navy SEALs. Am I out of bullets? Fuck's sake. You'll have shown in Rome, so no American. Justin, we've had this conversation. It does. Ugh. I suppose it does depend highly on what eagle you get. Be super creative about how I do this. And there's still a sniper up there that I can't get. Can't. This is a inauspicious place to be. I couldn't shoot down any of those tanks, so they're both burning. I'll have to circle around until I can find a side entrance. Now, what do you know? Is this a goddamn top dog camp? It is in fact a top dog camp. Convenient, I know.
It's Dick's little leash boy.
This is gonna be fun. The big boy white sniffers. Yeah. This is gonna be hilarious. It's all fuel. Drop. Make sure I get this on the way up so I don't spend half hour looking for it later. When somebody subbed, followed in the interim. But they've since unfollowed, and I'm getting... Of course. I'm getting suspicious about all these non-counting subs, like especially with this news of hate raids being a common thing on Twitch right now. That should help out. I'm on guard for it. Is all. And I know how to deal with hate raids. Obviously, it's not exactly difficult. It's just don't give them the reaction they're looking for and just ban them. Yeah, right, exactly. Like.
It's that guy! Raggedy Man!
Yes, Raggedy Man. Ooh, I see an easy way around this.
Ah! Shit! He's hunting for the big man! Kill this speck!
Yeah, kind of worked.
Ah, stop this! Get the others here! Ah!
I mean, I think the issue with it has been they arrive in such large numbers, it's difficult to deal with them. I mean, it's a fairly simple idea. Like... There's obviously... I guess if you want. Well, with that kind of attitude, probably a cat, I'd say. I wonder if I can cheese this. I think I can, I just need to get better aim. But yeah, I'm gonna say, I think the issue is that they arrive in such huge numbers, it's difficult to deal with them. In which case, I'll literally just say, I'm gonna go offline for an undisclosed amount of time, and then just wait for them to go away. It also gives me the chance to look at the record and determine who was being a prick. And, you know, kind of ban them after the fact. Fighting him on top of a fucking campfire. Megalodon. That is some, like, American businessman level of shit. Like, what's your spirit animal? My spirit animal's a Megalodon. You know, shark's not impressive enough. Your ego is so fragile, you have to name yourself after an ancient creature, which they reckon wasn't nearly as impressive as they think it is, but was still a really big shark. And, you know, especially after that movie, The Meg, which, can we all just agree, was just a bit of Chinese propaganda, just painted up with shark movie. It's, Oh, wow, I actually managed to... Give me the stab. I want the stabber. Ooh, air stabber. Basically a bear, well, largely solitary, highly docile, but vicious when it needs to be. Come on. He literally just said, rally the boys, like, and you're going to tell me these guys aren't orcs. Yeah, another carcass with a big pole. Again, they're just orcs. I'm just going to just pause the conversation. He does that a lot, I found. 3. I'm doing unusually well with these insignias. Making me worry. We're an hour and a half. I'll probably clear this region and call it a day there. Get onto the real stuff tomorrow. It's because they've got the stank gum colours, but I'm not seeing any stank gum boys, which is making me worry. It's food, yes. I'm not sure what to do for tomorrow, to be honest. Obviously, we've got Mech Warrior and bloody I'm going to stop here and talk because probably the big guy. Yeah, see there he is. I say we've got MechWarrior and Total War going. Same movie. What for tomorrow? That's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to find a time for that because it's a very long ask. I think, obviously, in the evening, once we're done with the day streaming, we'll probably find some method and put on the first one. But, obviously, the whole marathoning all of Lord of the Rings, it's a meme for good reason because, like, sitting down and marathoning all 3 films, it's like a day. Know what I mean? Literally, like, you start at 8 o'clock in the morning, by the time you see credits on the 3rd film, it's like 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? We'll definitely do, like, the first one, or maybe part of the first one, but
So
yeah,
you
for the
killed
day
your
streaming,
way
I'm
here.
thinking about.
Just
Because I've been
I
itching to
can
get back into it.
pleasure myself with your twitching corpse.
To try. What is it with these big guys in necrophilia?
A deadly spectacle is
Right. Trying to remember how to do this. Remember, there is a science to the flames. It's mostly don't run into them, you in Wazak, but I think they're carrying lots of weapons, so I think part of it's obviously use a lot of weapons on him. Bait him into the middle if you can. Though that's not done much. Gosh, I hit him once and it immediately broke. There it is. The big guy literally took all of the trucks. Yeah. Although if how hard cooking, if like the caliber of people who cook meth is to be believed, then apparently cooking narcotics is not a difficult task. That should be in range. Oh, just. Oh wait, no, got him. If I do that and then let him... Oh, he did a double strike, so he came out of range. You can at least push him into the flames, though. That helps. Charge, and I was hoping I could time that better. Yeah, I say 19 hours of total movie time. Like, it's nearly a whole day. Whole 24 hours. Now, if you could stream that sort of shit, that could be kind of a funny idea, but obviously it's all copyrighted material. It's very hard to do. And I tried the whole just have the film on in the background thing, and I still got copyrighted by Disney, so not sure how we can do that. But you know, in the disc, definitely not really an issue. Although to be fair, on that front, we still do need to do the newest Mad Max. Like I said, we would, especially because I'm kind of playing this out.
Ah, please make an effort at least. Break up here.
Wait, what am I doing? Just there we go. Just shoot him, forehead. What am I doing? Cool. I need to find a history relic, 2 more bits of scrap, and an insignia. I've already spotted the insignia, so I'm not sure where the rest is. We'll see how far we get, Justin. Like I said, I want to get actual streaming done, especially in the day. This is why I didn't want to go too long tonight, because bed is a thing. There'll definitely be at least some scrap in here. I don't know if it'll be both bits though. This is bed. Oh, that's many levels of disgusting. I'm glad he's dead. So in terms of actual games, obviously we've got MechWarrior and there's stuff that way. I think I did get everything on the way up, so we'll go this way. I definitely want to do more of the Lubu campaign. I've been itching to do that. Like, I've been so itching to do it. I've had my own campaign in the background going with Gongsun San, which I've already like gotten to the point where like Gongsun San's now dead of natural causes, and I've formed the Kingdom of Yan, and Zhao Yun is in charge. So to say, we're never going to be able to. He's never going to be no race car driver. If racing does. If racing doesn't include killing all the bystanders, I see.
I guess he must have made it then.
Oh yeah, because that's the whole camp. And then there's Mech Warrior, which is fun, to be fair. So I did enjoy, especially my last stint with it. However, having said that, some Hell Let Loose definitely wouldn't go amiss. I mean, I've been looking to play that for a little while longer. In terms of like, Team Low Expectations, we've run into a new game. We've run into a new game that will we're quite enjoying called Splitgate. It's literally just Portal and Halo. And I've been playing a bit of it, and I've been enjoying the shit out of it. And I know a number of the other teams of other members of Team Low Expectations have been. Oh, snow and ice melted away during the Great Thaw. Water was abundant. A few months later, it all receded and nothing. Yeah, how odd.
So much water. And then it was gone. Only blood and oil now.
Plan for tomorrow and the entire weekend is watch the Hobbit trilogy, then all of it. Seeing all 3 Star Wars trilogies. Then watch 2 or 3 critics on the Star Wars trilogy. Plays 2 or 3 hours of Battlefront. Then a walkthrough of Public Commando. And then we watch all the Mad Max movies. Then we 100% the game. Ugh. Fucking hell. In fact, I said to do that on a weekend. Yeah. I was like, to be fair, we also said we're going to watch Fury, so we can re-get the Tiger Ambush scene primarily. But you know, yeah, I'd say there's definitely a list of things that we have to do. Killed Stump Grinder. That was his name, huh? The Fury, definitely. Yeah, I say it was the principal World War II movie I said we should watch. Because you also said Hell Let Loose. This is what I mean. Like, some Hell Let Loose definitely wouldn't go amiss. Even if it's only like solo and just interacting with people who are like there, like I'd still be fine. Like my game as a medic, yeah, we have to do it without me. I know, but I've been meaning to do it on my own for a while anyway. I need to get levels up. And I just. The answer is no, I can't, but it doesn't matter because, you know, camp is clear. And so, because I played that one game as a medic and I had the best time, holy shit. It was one of those games where I was like, damn it, I wish I'd flicked on record before this. So I would have just posted it to the Twitch channel. I think we'll do that convoy last because convoys are a pain in the ass. I mean, we do have a lot more rounds now, so it will be a lot easier to do, especially if I remember that I can tear tyres off ahead of time. Obviously, we'll have our second shot at Tonk commanding when you get back. But because like we have to test Tavar's voice ability. Stank gun, fuck. Another camp, sniper, and a convoy. It's all in this direction. So before we try that again, we'll have to test Tavar's voice comms ability. I don't think we've tested it in the server, at least. It'll work so very soon. Yes. I say it's going to be a weird one. I do hope we end this campaign with throwing Chum off a cliff. As I said, I never actually saw the end of this campaign, so.
Look her down! Shoot her!
Seriously.
One blast to the
What's that problem?
and he's cooked!
Oh, there's a way in here. Oh, it's not this then.
Wait here.
Of course I will. If you have to leave me here.
Starland now. Hear that?
So we can go for a little longer. Yeah. We'll see. So I'll see how much time we're running with. Because I first need to make a proper decision on what it is I'm doing tomorrow. So I definitely want to get on with the Lubu campaign. How long I get on with it is another question. Especially because Total War is one of those games where I get sucked in a lot. Like, I find this with me in turn-based, because I do it with Civ as well. Like, anything with turn-based, I lose track of time very fast, because I think I just get into the automatic motion of pressing the next turn button. And as a result, I completely forget how much time is passing. Because by the time I've looked at the clock and gone, oh man, it's really late, I've already pressed the next turn button. And then the next turn cycles around, and by the time I've thought maybe I should save it, I'm already doing what I was doing for that turn. And it's just a vicious cycle that goes on for another hour before I finally realise again, oh wow, it's late. Like I say, like, I don't do it. I haven't done it. So I've just noticed the knife standing up perfectly between his legs. Ugh. But, I remember way back when I used to do the whole thing where I'd start a Civ game, not realise that fucking hell. Not realise that I've played the whole thing out and then it's now daytime. Like, I used to be really bad for it, like, literally, I'd start, like, 8 in the evening with a new game of Civ, only even standard speed, and I'd finish the whole game that night. It's like, that's how I have so many fucking hours in Civ 5, like, as soon as I started, I just couldn't stop. To be fair, I can tear myself away from Total War a lot easier, to be fair. Because, like, unlike Civ is much better at the whole just one more turn loop than Total War is. Total War, like... Why are you insisting that we start with Hobbit? Like, fine, we'll watch Hobbit. So it's not like, again, it's not like a dislike Hobbit, it's just not my favourites, because Hobbit's first in the timeline. I know it's first in the timeline. Eesh. It's fine, it's like, whatever, but obviously we'll have to find time to do it. We're coming here, thrown out, pigs coming down hard. Meet a location purple. They've killed our lady, but we break our spirit. Justice be served. May the waters return. Strange people. I remember seeing fuel around here. Once again, I think I'm having a streamer brain moment. Yeah, whatever. Go down here and see what we find. The rest of the camp is the answer. Down here? No, I do sincerely remember seeing some fuel, which I can then use to blow that up, but... yeah, it's all the way back here, that's why. But yeah. So we'll see what we do tomorrow. I say it's because I haven't done any Dawn of War in a while, primarily because bloody Winter Assault was annoying me. It's going to be another one of those, I start the mission in my own time to practice, and when I've got a good run going, I then resume it on stream, just to keep things moving. Oh, you gotta be fucking with me. So I've been up there, been in there. Now you see how fun the transition from Lord of the Rings, Hobbit to Lord of the Rings will be? Yeah, because I like Lord of the Rings a lot more. I still think, in my personal opinion, like, no battle scene in a film has even come close to the Battle for Helm's Deep. Because, you know, oh god. Because it's in my personal opinion that the battle for Minas Tirith, especially in the films, got ruined by the Nazgul. Like, it was great fun when you know, the trebuchets are going and, you know, the orcs are charging at the walls and stuff. Like, that whole sequence, huge amount of fun, loving it to bits. But as soon as the Nazgul came in and started taking out the trebuchets, suddenly I wasn't into it. Like, Sauron cheats by having air cover. Good CGI. So the Aeroflex makes. Well, yeah, they were built like a while away from each other. Like in the appendices. I do remember. Now, only 2 scrap missing, huh? Funny enough, it wasn't even Sauron's mace that I found entertaining. It was the Witch King's flail. Primarily because of the story of how Peter Jackson kept coming in and seeing the flail and saying, no, it needs to be bigger. So they kept making it bigger. Awesome. And then they made it bigger again. And he continued to insist that, no, it needs to be bigger. And like, it just got, like, ridiculous just how big this bloody mace ended up being, you know? I do really like this story on how Lawrence Mahura, I think it was called, the guy who played I think it was Lurtz in the first film, and then he plays Witch King in the third, even though he's under a huge amount of armor, so it doesn't really count. But anyway, yeah, so the appendices are, I do really like the appendices, but yeah, in the end he ends up nicknaming it Fucking Heavy for obvious reasons. It's on my, okay, I got 1 scrap and the insignia, so now I'm just looking for 1 scrap, which I'm betting is just like hung up somewhere and I just haven't seen it. There's the front door. Yeah, it's just, I like how they actually built it. Obviously, I don't think it was metal, but the guy did end up like actually swinging the flail at one point as a genuine flail. So if that thing was made of actual metal, I'm betting literally no man could fucking move it. But like, I do like how much of a fucking child bloody Peter Jackson ended up being with his art design. Primarily because I think he knew he had fucking, like, free reign of it all. Oh, where's it likely to be? It's going to be up here somewhere. You still going? What? P. Jackson, do you mean? Ah. This is the way in. Which it looks to have been. Damn. No, you? Yeah, I know. As I said, I'm gonna round out this region, call it a day there. And this camp was the bigger part of it. After this, I haven't got much to do. Yeah. You have this incredible talent for stepping away for only a few minutes, and by the time you get back, I've ended. And I do like how the fact that Vigo broke his toe on the kicking of the helmet in the second film, that it's such a meme because everybody loves it. You know, I remember, was it Orlando Bloom broke his ribs? I can't remember where. It was like falling off the horse or something like that. Yeah, as I said, like, I don't think any battle scene, at least in my opinion, tops Helm's Deep. Like, that entire sequence is just, you know, chef's kiss. I think you'll really struggle to get a battle sequence better than how Helm's Deep did it. Like, it staggers me how good that whole sequence is. Like, I just love that to bits, and it's partially the reason why Two Towers, despite the rest of it being mediocre, is probably my favourite film. Like, carries the... No, it's a stick. carries the story beats like efficiently enough. There's Treebeard, who has all of Tom Bombadil's lines for some reason. It's going to be like across the roofs or something, isn't it? And it seems with Rohirrim, yeah, that's all cool. Yeah, Battle of Five Armies was cool. I say it had a lot more spectacle to it, obviously. Where the fuck is this last bit of scrap? It frustrates me that there's only one left, and it's a really small base too, so it's probably staring me in the face. I don't go too far back here. Yeah, so that and was it the Battle of the Black Gate? They did that on like a firing like field for the New Zealand Army. But I get that obviously it's one of the few large spaces that you're gonna have, and obviously because it belongs to the army, you're under military supervision. I remember seeing the when they were it's gonna be in this fucking plane head or something, isn't it? When they were filming there, and all the army guys were hanging around. And they ended up taking on like actual like sergeant roles, and like policing the guys. I remember like one of my favorite quotes from the appendices is how one of the choreographers and armory guys like recounting about how before it was really hard to get everyone like synced up and like paying attention all the time because there's a lot of people there. But when they did Blackgate and they had actual army guys mixed in with the extras. It was one of the few times when they were kind of milling around between scenes, and then some guy walks up to the front and goes, "Right, get in line," and they did it with perfect precision, perfect ranks. So, and I personally think it was a bit dangerous giving actual army blokes, swords and shields and be like, "Right, go for it." I mean, they're only flexy, but these are army blokes, and army blokes, at least in my experience, rarely do things half measure. So. Ended up going around like properly punching the shit out of each other. In my mind it made for good footage. Right, this thing is thoroughly evading me. And I say, I'm going to be really pissed off because it's like looking me in the face. I bet you money. It's going to be like that first base where it's like under the stairs, but I was just moving too quickly to notice. There was some there. Some there. Not likely to be at this end of the base. I just say, yeah, like there was actually like ordnance hanging around there. Not this end. Not behind here. None of these cages. It's not up there. Nothing on the end of this crane. Not this side. It's not in there. Not down that tube, which leads me to believe it's probably somewhere on the path up. And again, I'm just gone too fast to notice it. Like somewhere here. Aha! See? Logic prevails. Even a ladder and everything. That removes the danger, but visually changes nothing. This is what I mean. Like, even so, like, a blunt sword is still a rather dangerous pole when swung hard enough. Right, so let's go collapse these. We won't bother clearing the mines because it's boring as shit. As I said, off stream in this game, what I'm going to do... We saw some of the extras, whoops. Yeah, precisely. But yeah, what I'm going to do off stream is I'm going to go build the survey crew, which I now know I have, which highlights to me all of these scrap locations, and I'm going to find all the minefields and clear them out in between. So when we come back to this next time, what you'll see is all of Jeet's stuff 100% clear because all the interesting stuff is now gone. And then next stream, obviously we'll do how I'm going to spend all the scrap I just picked up from all of this, and moving into Gutgash's territory. At which point we can really start upgrading the car. Let's go clear out these last couple of bits. There's a laugh event in Germany. A friend told me that if you have no weapon, material obligation, and you test your own... Hang on, let me reread that. I think I've misread. A friend told me of it, where you have no weapon material obligations, and you test your own weapons. If you are fine with them, the other players will be too. So you can just legit bring metal swords and shit. I imagine that's the kind of event where everyone has to sign a waiver as they go in, because I know some people who have like genuine like recreation stuff. Like I got a sword. It's not exactly the highest quality piece of kit, but you know, this is my sword. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And I'm like, but I know some guys who have like full on like metal forged recreation stuff. Like the only thing missing from it is the fact that it's not been sharpened. You know. Oh man, can I not tell you how not interested I am?
Shoot out the wheels!
Ease just over the curb. Fuck you. Already gotta get those coils on actually. I actually have the material for it, so let's just do that now. Because I'm sick of waiting for the fucking reload.
It will tear that tire right off!
There we go. And just like that, I'm already ready to go. I don't want to get into full contact sword fighting, but really, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I found this to be the issue. To be fair, like,
We're in his line of fire!
there's a regular sport for it in Britain, and where we go to Download Festival every year. They traditionally perform there if the weather allows, which it rarely does.
No more long-hurled lead for him!
But there's a company there who do the full contact armored sport. I remember looking into it because a lot of us, me and Sash included, wanted to get into it. But I remember the ultimate reason we didn't. I think there were two. One, our local club practices, and I think like Chippenham or something. Like it's far enough out the way to be a nuisance, and the kit that you need to buy for it does rate in the thousands. You know, like holy shit. Like even a sword that they would use is like a couple hundred.
Convoys. They always carry either crude oil or guzzle.
Yeah, that's what I'm call it that. But yeah, I say like, and then the armor's even worse because you often have to get it bespoke, and oh Jesus. But yeah, that was 2 hours, which was longer than I was planning. But yeah, yeah, view. But yeah, that was me testing the voice. Seems to work fine. Still a bit tickly, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go cough medicine and kill her out by tomorrow morning. And yeah, that seemed to go well. We got quite a bit of Mad Max actually done. It was like we did just kind of crack on with it and And now we've got most of Jeet ready, like fully done. This is the sport for this round. Oh, absolutely. Like I want to do it. Like and I hope the channel get anywhere near as big. I want to take the whole Contest of Honor thing and like do it at a festival or a meetup or something, and like do full on dueling. That'd be hilarious. It's why originally, right, my idea for doing the Jewels of Honor, it was all going to be For Honor because it was the perfect game in which to do it. Brilliant. But yeah, we did quite a bit of Mad Max today. What I'm going to do off stream is clear out all the minefields and clear out all the scrap camps, because you don't want to do that on stream because it is just repetitively me going around doing the same bollocks. I say For Honor, I do really like that game. I did quite enjoy that game when it came out. That means next stream we can get on to Gutgash's territory, start cleaning, start doing all of that, get the car properly upgraded, especially with the mountains of scrap I'm going to stack up. It's going to be great. But yeah, that was the testing out of the voice. Seems to work fine, which means tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be the proper day of streaming. I'll keep you posted in the Discord as to what I'm going to stream ahead of time. Yeah, Alpha Test For Honor, kill Ubi stuff. Oh, there is no better feeling. Yeah, I really enjoyed For Honor. I might do like a campaign of it at some point, but yeah. Yeah, join in next for tomorrow for a lot more shit. In the daytime, no less. When people can actually watch. Fucking incredible, I know. But yeah, just hanging around, and I'll see you tomorrow.